Good evening, everybody. It's evening here where I am in southern Colorado. I just want to get back and touch base, especially with a comment that was sent to me by one of the viewers asking about grounding. And I am so excited that that was asked because it is such a vital thing, a vital role in everyone's lives. For example, with me being a trance channel, I used to channel without even attempting to ground. I've heard about grounding, um, but I didn't even think about it. I used to think, like, well, if I ground, I'm going to neutralize the energy that I'm feeling, and I'm not going to be able to know whether it's me or the energies that I am channeling. And when I say that, it's because, for example, like with the Galactic Federation of Light, every time I would channel them, I would feel like electric currents going right through my arms. And and I got my little puppy here who's always doing no good. One second. She's so funny. Anyway, so, and this walk that I've been going through, this spiritual walk, this experience I've been going through has just been purely being led by my guides, by the universe. I remember wanting to hug a tree and not knowing why. It's just crazy. But I started to come across people that now are very dear friends of mine, and they would say, "You've just channeled, let me just ground you quickly." And I'll be like, okay, no. And I'm thinking, but this feels great. I'm almost thinking, like, don't ground me. This feels great. It feels like I'm on a high without doing anything or taking something that won't be safe to my body or good for me. But anyway, when I started to learn about grounding, especially through Reiki classes that I did, which went more in depth into it, and my Reiki sensei was making it very, very clear how important that role played with spiritual work. And when I started to do that and made a conscious point of channeling, making sure, well, at least before I channeled, that I was grounded, I realized, yes, I didn't have this psychedelic high that I was on, but in fact, I felt even more connected. And maybe more connected isn't the right term, but it was almost like you took the antenna on a TV in the old days where they had the antenna and they would move it around and they would get that distortion to a clear picture. No funny sounds, nothing. And this is what was happening eventually. I started realizing, I'm like, oh my goodness, it's actually, I'm connecting even better. It's coming out more clearer. And I wish I did this sooner. And I was able to do even more work without it draining from me. Now, if you know Reiki at all, Reiki itself, it teaches you that you're not using your energy. You are using the universe. You are using the energies out there that are assisting you, or you're just the channel. Well, it's the same concept if you're doing trance channeling. There are ways of doing it without it draining of you. And I mean spiritually. And basically what it did is just helped me be able to channel and literally be that radio that's transmuting that signal, that message, and just being there and not literally going through this crazy energy high. So wanted to basically clarify a bit on that and explain why myself, I personally work on grounding. And not only that, is me being a channeler, I channel Mother Earth a lot, Gaia, and I feel even closer to her because she really is that true essence of grounding, right? For obvious reasons. So there's a lot of beneficial things for grounding. Um, give me a moment. I feel like she does want to come through. But bear with me. This channel has come a long way. She wanted so dearly to connect with me more and more, not just by the means of being the voice of that is carrying the message that I share with others, but to know more about me, which is also why the grounding has been very vital in her life, because we do work very closely together. And my contribution to the universe as a whole is that to assist with restoration, healing, love, balance. Grounding gives such balance to one's walk, to one's journey. And when you are grounded, you are so more connected, not just with me, but with each other, with all living things. It creates a respect, an honor, and an appreciation with each individual's connection with each other. Because at the end of the day, we all carry the same energy of Source. We create together. In fact, we can destroy together. But that, my sweet souls, is not the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that of growth, expansion of awareness, expansion of love, expansion of healing, expansion of oneness, the awareness of oneness. There are many ways to do grounding. Many have the perception that they would literally have to go outside and stand barefoot on soil, ground, dirt, or touch a tree with their bare hands in order to connect. Yes, this is a very effective way and a beautiful way, almost ceremonial, but it's not the only way. There are individuals that do not have easy access to these means, believe it or not. You get those individuals who are anxious, and one of the most beautiful tools of settling anxiety is grounding. But some of those individuals cannot even step foot out of their houses or homes or apartments when in that state of mind. So, for those who are not aware, I can genuinely say to you that visualization is just as effective. It's about faith, believing, and knowing that it will work. This channel is not always able to be barefoot outside, but she is a very, very strong visualizer. She is able to easily connect with me. She visualizes the roots, beautiful, strong kind of like tree roots growing through the soles of her feet, penetrating through the floor of her home, going through the basement space that is in her home, and breaking through the floor. She sees those roots growing through every layer of this beautiful globe that we all inhabit. She sees the roots keep going until they reach the core, the center of this planet. And then she visualizes myself reaching out from the center of the earth with my hands gripping onto those roots and returning this beautiful, loving, healing energy back up, flowing through those roots straight up, right back up to her, through every layer of this planet, every floor level, going right up straight through the soles of her feet. And she commences visualizing how it goes up to her knees, from her knees to her hips. She sees it saturating her root chakra, but she doesn't just stop there. She lets it move up to every chakra, at least every 7 chakras. This is a beautiful way to visualize your grounding when you are not able to physically go outside and do that. I will not disregard it. I do not frown upon that. In fact, for me, that is just as beautiful, because either way we are connecting and you are allowing me to share my energy with you. My energy is not just in the soil, but it's around you. This is why it is possible. And for those that suffer with anxiety, panic, stress, trust, grounding is a beautiful, beautiful way to get you to calm down and to bring you at ease, not just emotionally and mentally, but physically and spiritually. Ground yourself with objects such as stones and crystals, whatever makes your heart happy and flutter. Even your beautiful fur children, as this channel likes to refer to them, or your plants in your house. These are all beautiful means of grounding. There are beautiful crystals that relate more with grounding, different oils, different scents. There really is no limitation, and I am always available here for you, for all. Speaking of grounding, I'm just doing that right now, even though I channeled her. Luckily, I'm able to visualize this so fast because I do it every day. It's something that's automatic, and I feel it automatic, and that can be with any of you. Anyway, if you guys have any more questions or any topics you want to ask about, let's see. I'm open. I'm here to be the messenger, and I'm just honored to do it. So, by all means, reach out, leave a message, subscribe. Yeah, let's work together. Let's get some answers together, because I do not carry the answers. I There's the answers I've gotten or I've learned from has been mainly from my channeling and beautiful souls that the universe has brought across my path, and just being open to learn. But every time I get questions or certain topics that come up, I think I have it, and then this channel comes through and either brings clarity to it or brings confirmation or completely blows my mind with something new. So let's do this together. Let's learn together. Let's let these channeling sessions be something we're doing as a collective. Much love and so much appreciation for your time. God bless.